Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're having a lovely day. Somebody sent me an email that I'm guessing is from a school. This made me fucking sick to my stomach. And I don't have children, and I'm glad that I don't, because if I did have children, I'd probably be showing up at all the school board hearings, asking about this, and probably getting myself arrested. So this is from, I don't know if this is high school, junior high school, what it is, but look at this. Integrity means doing right, even when no one's watching. But yeah, we are watching. Okay, here we go. At Estrella Foot is high school. So this is a high school, not a junior high school. Doesn't make it okay. Integrity means doing right even when no one's watching, but yeah, we are watching. Cameras keep us safe. Wolf Pride keeps us honest. We don't do good things just because we're on camera. We do them because we're good people. Do good because it's right, not because you're on camera. Be the reason that others feel safe. At least in this one, it doesn't say, yeah, but by the way, you're on camera and we're watching. This is so sadistic to me. You're conditioning young people to be okay with somebody watching them all the time. And see, there's a number of things that I have a problem with here, and you tell me what you think. Number one is the idea of associating a camera with safety. I had a business in New York City for almost 15 years. What a camera does not keep my employees safe. What the camera does is after somebody walks in and shoots Kevin, Dan, Patrick, or Han, if that occurred, the camera would allow me to get a 2 megapixel version of a nice little picture of who did it. The camera does not keep you safe, right? It just allows me to see who did the thing that they shouldn't have done. Because most criminals are really fucking stupid. And if they weren't stupid, they'd find something else to do with their fucking life other than just rob people to make money. But more importantly, this is grooming to me. You're grooming people to be okay with the idea that they're being watched everywhere they go from a young age. And that's far more insidious to me than me simply having a camera in my store that points at the front desk and the cash register and the laptop shelf. There's a difference between knowing you're on camera and then having this type of propaganda. Cameras keep us safe. Pride keeps us honest. We don't just do good things because we're on camera. We do them because we're good people. Integrity means doing the right thing even when no one's watching. But yeah, we are watching. There's something about telling kids, but yeah, we are watching, that is weird. You're conditioning people to be okay with being surveilled. We already live in a world where there is no such thing as privacy. We already live in a world where they're in the public or private sphere, for the most part. If you're in high school right now, you probably don't even remember what it was like to spend money on software. You just use stuff that just sucks up all your data. Think about it. If you're 13 years old right now, that means that you were born in 2012, 8 years after Gmail was popularized for essentially reading through every single email that you ever sent, ever received, in exchange for 1 gigabyte of storage and 25 megabyte attachments. Great deal that we had. You don't know what it was like to use Usenet and forums that operated on PHPBB that did not just suck up every single bit of your personal data and used it to sell you targeted ads. You don't remember what it was like to be able to drive down a road with your parents that didn't have an AI surveillance camera above it. This is being used to try and convince the young generations, being used to convince children that this is normal. It is your duty, if you go to this high school, to remove this. I'm telling you as an adult that being watched all the time everywhere that you go is not normal. And I'm telling you that it takes a specific, sick, sadistic fucking piece of shit to look at children that are half their age and try and normalize the concept that we are watching you all the time. That's not okay. There's a difference between having a camera in the front of a school and then having this type of propaganda poster in the school. I'm not a parent, but I'm just very curious for the people in my audience who are parents. How would you feel about in your child's school them having all these propaganda posters and normalizing the concept that you're being watched everywhere that you go? I didn't have cameras in my classroom when I was a kid. We had a camera for the front door, probably. We had cameras for the exits, the entrance, that type of shit. There wasn't a camera in every fucking classroom. But even if you are going to have a camera in the classroom, having the camera in the classroom with the little fucking blue LED on it, which none of the cameras that I have at my store have, on top of this, it seems like a bit much. Yeah, I don't care if somebody says that's bad behavior. I don't care if somebody says, Louis, you're a bad influence. I don't fucking care. If you get detention for taking that sign down, good. I have 2 businesses, 3 nonprofits. I would be more likely to hire you if you said on your resume, the reason that I got an F, the reason that I was suspended is that I tore down propaganda promoting surveillance in my school. And you showed me that picture. Mrs. Friedland made my parents cry in 4th grade. I'll never forget this worst teacher on earth by telling my parents, your son is never going to be able to get a real job and he's never going to be able to integrate into normal society. That woman was correct. I have not gotten a real job and I haven't integrated into normal society and I'm happier for it. If that's what normal society is, fuck that. Take that shit down. Don't think that that's normal. And if the adults in your life are telling you that that is normal, then there's something wrong with them. It's just my opinion. I don't usually talk about issues when it comes to school board meetings or like what they're teaching kids and any of that. I don't delve into that on this channel, but seeing this struck a nerve with me. I don't have kids, but if I had kids, I'd be raising hell over that. I don't give a shit if there's some fucking news article somewhere that says like, you 36-year-old YouTuber corrupts youth and gets them all suspended or whatever. I don't care. We are on the event horizon right now. You normalized the Patriot Act. We have normalized the fact that almost every private company sucks up your personal data. We've normalized the idea that your washing machine sells your personal data. We're starting to normalize the concept of having a camera placed every fucking telephone pole all around your city so that they can keep a record of where everybody goes all the time. We are at the event horizon. The last part of this would be normalizing the concept of constant surveillance to the youth so that people who were not old enough to even remember what it was like to grow up with freedom or privacy think that this is actually a good thing. This is not a good thing. I'm not here to try to get people to buy this brand of sneaker, to buy this phone instead of that phone or anything like that. That's not the type of influencer I want to be. But if I could have had one effect on the world, if I could have the effect of the next generation realizing that when their teachers or their principal tells them that this type of shit is normal and not creepy, that they reject it and say the fuck it is and rip that stuff off the wall, I can die happy. This is not normal. Do not let the people in your school tell you that that is normal. If I had internalized what Mrs. Friedland had told me and my parents, that your son is never going to be able to integrate into the normal world and he will never get a normal job, I would have lived a very different life. I would have had a much different effect on the world. Probably nothing. I'd probably still be putting price tags on basketballs right now, making $6 or $7 an hour, not doing anything, not helping other people, not trying to clean up my corner of the world. She's right. I didn't have what it took to integrate into the normal world. And maybe if you're the type of person that reads this and you think that this is not normal, maybe you don't integrate into the normal world either. Because if that's what the normal world is, I don't want to be a part of it. And I don't think you should either. I want you to be open to learning. I want you to study, and I want you to keep an open mind. And part of keeping an open mind is being open to the idea that constant surveillance is not for your benefit. That's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something. Tear that shit down. It's fucking creepy. If that was happening at my kid's school, I'd tear that shit down myself. See you in the next video.